Welcome everyone to the Lotus Sanctum. My name is Chris, and so today's channeled message is it's around living your luxury. I know this was very along lines of what I had to um, put out with my last video, um, but what it is that what being asked to focus on is the luxury that gets passed on through our lineage, through our memories, through our tissues, our DNA even. And so what that looks like, what that could mean is the luxury that's available in your heritage, in the memories, um in the way life was lived, adored, and even experienced, right? The living of something is to experience it, to embody it in its fullest spectrum, the good, the bad, the unpleasant, the pleasurable, and to also share it with others around you to the capacity that you have available. And this isn't only to other human beings, but it's also a reflection of the relationship that is held with nature, with the other animals, with the deity, with source, and the relationship that is built with that. Through that, through that, we get to meet ourselves. We get to meet aspects of the self, aspects of our being, aspects of our livelihood that we're not addressed, that we're not um, given the space and the time to see light. We are always living out what needs to be lived out so we can have the richest and fullest life available to us. In a way, we take what our ancestors have lived, the ones that are living and the ones that are passed on. So we take what our ancestors have lived and we improve on it. We take that knowledge, that wisdom, and those experiences and it gets infused with our perception, with what is also present in our time and the one that we're moving into. Even in this space, we're looking to always improve, to take something that may have been not valued and to give it meaning, to give it life, to give it something so it can breathe and take another shape, to be revived again, right? And so the luxury that gets passed on through our lineage is what we take and we alchemize into something that much more greater, so it gets to be passed on as a teaching, as a memory, as even the jewelry, the objects, so like furnitures that get energized, right? All of that gets passed on and it lives on. In a way, it's like we found a way to be eternal without the physical body. And that comes from a place where we can, sorry, I'm just getting distracted because I'm looking at a dog that just, it's walking by. It's a tiny little Shih Tzu, and it was a fluffy little thing yesterday, and today it's all shaved down and cutesy, so it just made me smile. But back to the story. Uh, so it's a way that we found. It's a way that we found to make ourselves eternal in nature, because the combination that we're in. So when I say by combination, I mean it's the star and planetary alignments that we were birthed on. So our natal chart, and also there's so many other little factors, so many factors. Also depends on the natal chart is also a reflection of um, where we were born, and that also impacts everything. And so all of that, there's elements that are that play a role in what allows you what it that play a role in supporting you along your journey, in your success, in what to replenish what was lived, what was already had, and also to infuse into what could be. Um, and so the objects that we curate, the way we adorn not only our physical body, but also the homes that we live in, the way we adorn and we mold and shape our our cities, right? The tools that we use, everything, everything is from making and wanting to make the future more luxurious, the future a better place, a different experience to we have tried something and we're gonna do it differently because we want to do it differently because we want to improve it. And then there's certain aspects where like whatever, it's fine, it can be dealt with later on. And so that's what it is. It just depends on where you are stepping in from, and there's nothing wrong with whichever place that you are in your life, and whichever, I guess, spectrum that you're on, even. But just understanding the luxury that exists within you, the luxury you it takes for you to be alive right now, and the luxury that you get to pass on, it's quite a valuable thing. And it's valuable because you say it's valuable, because you put in the work and the energy to articulate the value of something. So having the courage to actually take a look at yourself, take a look at what's being put out, and acknowledge the emotions and the stories that are wanting to play themselves out. Acknowledge the um, it's like acknowledging the essence that is reminiscent of your past, and whether it be karmic, whether it be ancestral, um, the remnants of that is the expression that you are. It's in a way of there is no other way that this what is being experienced through you and expressed through you, it would not be any other way. It has to be that way. It has to be said in that manner. It has to be felt in that manner. It has to trigger in that manner. It's like and of course this is the way to go. Of course this is what's unfolding. It's an of course, it's a duh, like, you know. Um and it's acknowledging the intelligence that you are. It's acknowledging the capacity you have and what you can build and construct. It's you being able to understand and see what that vision is, and take away what's not yours and look at what is yours, and Shift it if it doesn't want to be where it is. Give yourself that permission to move through what is wanting to be expressed through you. And what is wanting to be expressed through you, it needs room, it needs space. And so it is requiring you to process, to alchemize, to articulate what is wanting to show through and what is being ingested within you. For you to want to create change, it's a manner of embodying and letting go of what doesn't serve, and um, seeing how you can create something a bit different, create something that just feels really a natural expression of you, and it's not forced, it's not meant to be done right away, but it's um, giving it time. mm, I don't know why to pause, but it's giving yourself the time that you need to be able to express, to speak, to integrate the components that are showing through. All the components are wanting to give you a certain type of life that your current state of being and mind may not know how to um, conceptualize it. And so, giving yourself the opportunity, the space, literally the space, to allow for the little trickles of downloads of information, of visions, of inspiration to move you. The inspirations, the sensations that express through the body, the sensations that get aroused, are what allows you to experience aspects of yourself that are wanting to come through, and gives you an inspiration for you to create something that um, actually gives a value to the ecosystem, that allows the ecosystem to shift in the direction that it wants to. Our environment, our earth, the way it's moving and operating right now, it's showing, it is reflecting to us exactly how we are and where we are in our journey as the species that we are. And it's a great reflection of showing you how and where to go, where to move, and which area or which home will help facilitate your growth, your evolution, not only for you, but for your lineage too, for your ancestors, for your karmic um, stories that are wanting to be expressed and lived through. They will come through, they will move through, they will vibrate through you into this earth, and they will be cleansed. And what doesn't get cleansed now, it does get passed on. Um, it's not something that's meant to be like, I guess, threatening in a way. It's not, it just is. I don't, I personally don't like how people sometimes articulate things as though it must be done. No, it's actually a choice. Certain aspects, yes, you will no matter what live through it. And like without you, like you will have to, if anything, constantly work through little, um, work through that major theme, and that's the theme of your life. There's that component, and then there's other components that aren't that. And all of it is genuine free will and a willingness to actually do something. It's a choice. So you get to choose what your luxury is and what is the luxury that you leave behind for your generation to have. Wow, that really wanted to come out. Okay, so it's enjoying and understanding what your luxuries are, what your genuine wealth is, and what is the best way for you to um, have and carry out the experience that you do. And know that no matter what, you will be successful in your life. You know, just you living, you live out your major theme in your life. And if something is actually meant to transform and wants to, it will, and you will be guided to it. Now, you get to do it with resistance, or you get to actually look at it and be like, okay, fine, I'll do it, and actually be willing to do it. Now, that it doesn't mean just because you're willing, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You're going to still have to go through the challenge. And of course, there are people, there are resources to support you and help you facilitate through your journey. Use them. Use them. There's so many tools. There's so many tools and information that our ancestors left behind. Use them. Take advantage of them. Enjoy the luxuries our ancestors left behind. Enjoy their inspiration, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have what we have right now. For us to even be able to do everything that we do right now, yeah, like thank God they were primal, because to a certain extent, because of that nature, they were able to leave behind something magical for us to lean into and to create from that magic. We are reinventing what was already there, and we continue to amplify and inspire those to create something new, and then others to indulge and replenish and refine what was already there and as a gift. Um, yeah, um, it allows us to take what was already there, what already exists, and to give it life. We are learning in this time how to give something life, how to revive ourselves, our lineage, our stories, and to direct it in a way that feels more accurate and appropriate for the direction that we're moving in. So allow for this inspiration that is moving through you, the inspiration to live and be in your luxury, be the expression of you. Allow for that to live, allow for it to breathe, and allow for yourself to be met. In this allowance, you are received as well. So I'm going to leave the message here. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.